Okay, so yesterday we spoke about parallel lines. We said that whenever you see parallel lines, we look for three things. We look for a F, a U, or a Z. None of this is new to you guys. You did it in grade 8. So the first one that we were looking at was corresponding angles. That's when it's a F. Okay? So if the boys over here can be quiet, then everyone can hear. Right. Hou op. Moenie altyd iets wil sê nie. Bly net stil en sê, dis dit. Right. Yeah. So, at corresponding angles, we look for F. We said if it's raining from the top, all you do is you go run and hide underneath that little roof there. Same thing here. Run, hide underneath that roof. So these two angles, those two green dots, mean that the two angles are the same. So if this one is 40, it means that that one is also 40. Now, we did an example yesterday. This one here. Remember we said that F can be, it can be flipped. It can be standing on its head. It can face the other way. So you could have a F looking like a normal F. It can be flipped looking like that. Okay, so let's just show the angles. I'm going to delete this very quickly after I'm done. It can be lying flat on the floor like that. So then still, those two would be the same. It can look like that underneath the roof. Yes. Those little dots that I made, they will be the same.
What about the other side of that?
You mean where it's open?
No, like that side.
Yeah.
The inside the down and the line.
This one.
That means like
Yeah.
on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
Nee, man. On the other side. You see it, man, and then it's this one and this one same, and it's just on the other side of the line.
That one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. No. Remember, if you flip that thing, that's the real one. You must run and go hide underneath the roof. Not here.
But ma'am, won't that be the same?
No. Okay. So that one, no. This one, yes. You want to know, would that be the same?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's not going to be the same. No. We're going to get to co-interior just now, and then I'll explain. Then you get it a bit better. Okay. Right. So, let's go back to our example. So, over here we did that example of still look for an F. You would see that, there we go, the F. So, the angles, that X and the 70 would be the same, right? Okay, and then the reason must be corresponding angles, AB parallel to CD. And we said you have to give me those parallel lines as well. You've got to name them. Okay, that's where we ended. So any questions up until there? Right, so let me just give you one more example. So an example of that would be,
Oh, I see what I'm. I see where my mistake was made.
okay, A, B, C, D, and E. And I'm telling you that these two are parallel. Right? Yes, please. Okay. I'm saying that's X. And that's 110 degrees. So what I want you to see, who of you see the F? Okay, good. So the F, ooh, wait, I've got to add something else here. Now you can use the F. Why couldn't I use it before that? Because my F is over here. Sien ek en jy het albei pad aan die keel. That's the F, but these two sides must be parallel, and I didn't have little arrows there. So before I drew the arrows, I wasn't allowed to use the F. Okay. Yeah. Good. X is equal to 110 degrees. Why? Because it is near. We use the F. So corresponding, and you don't have to write out the whole word, angles. And I've got to say that AD is parallel to BE.
Oh, I see.
Do you guys get it now? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes? DC parallel to AB. Okay, wait. When you say BC, it means you're going from B. Wait, I want to use a different color. You're going from B to C. There isn't even a line. Okay. So DE parallel to AB. They are parallel, but that's not the lines that I want in my F. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Right. Okay, so does everyone understand the corresponding angles? Okay, now you can write. I'm going to do the U just now. We're going to skip to the Z. So write alternate angles. Yeah, the one that we just did, the F is corresponding angles. Didn't I write corresponding angles at the F? I'm gonna. Ek wil net gou vinnig terugskiep, ek kom nou. Yeah, we did. There we go. Laat ek net so maak. Corresponding angles. Oh, sick. We're now going to do alternate angles. Oh, julle, dis verkeerd. Die ding lê hier voor my. Wil ek eet. Can I skip? Okay, hands up, we're still copying here? Right, so now we're doing alternate angles. Now, alternate angles, we look for a Z. And these two must be parallel. Okay, now at alternate angles, I've got two angles that will be the same again. So the ones in the corners. So that angle will be the same as this angle. Okay, So let's do an example. So A, B, C, D, and these two are parallel. So X, and that is 45 degrees. Okay, so over here, yes. $45, yes, because I wanted you guys to see that there's a Z. Can you see it's just flipped around? Do you see that? Which means that the angle in this corner will be the same as the angle in that corner. So I can go and say X will be equal to 45 degrees. Your reason will be, okay, but we don't have to write out the whole word. We just say alt angles. And the parallel lines would be AB parallel to CD. I'm going to give you a sketch and there's going to be unknowns and you've got to tell me what those unknowns would be. Okay. Okay, you guys fine so far? Okay, I'm going to do one more example. Hands up, who's still copying? Okay. Done. Okay. You done? Okay, so just another example. For math. For the last term test. It's probably going to be, no, we're going to do a project. Yeah, that project I handed out to you guys. We'll speak about that just now. What's today? Tuesday? Wednesday? When are we doing the project? Yeah, I'm asking you. But we still got to speak about that so you guys can start doing it at home. Yes, yeah. Okay. Okay. It doesn't have a date on it. Let's make that Y and then 50. Okay, so who of you see the Z? Okay, so it's supposed to look like that. Do you guys see it? Okay, so good. Okay. Yeah, good. Y is equal to 50 degrees. Your reason will be alternate angles because AB is parallel to CE. Okay, so you guys are able to see this, right? Good. I think we can move on to the next one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Genoeg, yeah. They still got to get their grids too. You guys are still copying, né? Okay, terwyl julle copy, kyk, ek gaan die planning. Okay, hands up, we're still copying? Okay, Ceci klaar is, quick. Yes.
Can you also say BA is equal to parallel to CE?
BA to CE. Yes.
Yeah, but because I thought that we have to do I didn't see the
So it says here the 15th and the 17th. Hoekom vrees my 18 Augustus? Nou, die ding is bietjie lank terug geëdit. Okay, you guys finished? Kom, ek moet aangaan. Someone joined. Welcome. Don't know who it is. I can't see now. Oh, went down. Okay, can I skip? Right, so the last one now is co-interior angles. You boys? Yes. Yeah, the C or the U, it depends on how you want to see it. I'm going to make it a U. Okay, so how does co-interior angles work? Co-interior angles are supplementary. What does that mean? Good. They add up to 180 degrees. So this one is slightly different from the other two. At alternate angles and corresponding angles, the angles were exactly the same. But over here, I have to add them up. So if this angle, and the angles that I'm going to add up would be the two that's inside that little bucket or jug or cup or whatever you want to say. Né? So meaning, let's make this angle X and that one Y. That means that I have got to add X and Y, and that is going to give me 180 degrees. That's what I mean when I say that they are supplementary. Okay, so let's just quickly do an example. If I were to give you this. A, B, X, Y. And I'm saying that these are parallel to that. And this is 110. And that is X. Okay. Now, what I want you to see is that there is a U. Who sees that? Okay. So can you see that U over there? All right. So because I see a U, I know I'm going to use co-interior angles. And because they're co-interior, it means I've got to take that X and add the 110, and that will be equal to 180. Now, my reason, I haven't got space here. Let's make it a big one. So co-interior angles. Nee man, dit lyk nie mooi nie. No, don't write out the whole word like this. Co-int angles. And then got to state parallel lines. So AB parallel to XY. Yes. Okay, so I'm not done here. So this is going to count extra marks. So now I'm going to take that 110 over. Then it becomes minus 110. So what would X be? X is going to be 70 degrees. So how would you get your marks? You're going to get a mark over there. You're going to get a mark for the reason. And then you're going to get a mark for the final answer. If you wanted to skip directly to X is equal to 180 minus 110, I could give you a mark there too. Okay, you guys good? Can I do another example? Okay. Supplementary. Whoa, sorry. Julle weet by met die spelling. Supplementary. Is that spelled correct? Okay. Can I skip?
No.
Mama nie huilie. Hands up, we still copying. Is jy klaar? Okay.
Why you?
Wait. Shh, Julle.
DA, what is the spelling? How are we going to work out? How are we going to work out? The A and the C are parallel, man.
Okay, wag. Okay, yes. Okay, shh. Yes. Okay, ja, maar wag eers. Okay, so let's start with X. Let's first work out X. What do you guys see? What is that? The circle. A U. Okay, have a look. Do you guys see that U? Okay, which means that 73. Woo, plus x will be equal to 180 degrees. Why? Because it was co-interior angles. And AB is parallel to, and now you could either talk about CD or CE. Same thing. Okay. So if I were to go and calculate, it means that x will be how much?
Oh, wait, now I know how you calculate.
107 degrees. Now,
Alright.
listen. Yeah. 180 minus 73. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so how do we get y? Wait. Why? Because what? Because of the z. Yes. Okay, so now I want to show you guys
Oh, that's it.
at geometry. Listen, I did say this yesterday. There's so many different ways to get to the same answer. Do you see a different option? Oh, okay, hold on. What else do you want to say? Okay, listen. So you could have seen, you could have seen a Z. Do you guys see it? Okay, which means that y will be 73. Okay, there was a different option as well. What? There we go. Can you see I've got a straight line here? And these two together would add up to 180. And because we worked out what x is, I could then also get y. So there's more than one way to get to the same answer. No, the if you would have to have like that. Or, hoe is het goed? A sleepy F. No, you must learn your alphabet again. This F doesn't look like your F. Okay, wacht. Shh, shh, shh. Yes?
With the brackets, man, for the y being AB is parallel to DE.
No, you can still say CD or CE or DE would also be fine. Okay, so let's just write the answer. So y will be equal to 73 degrees. I'm going to say we used alternate angles because AB is parallel to, and listen, you could have said CD or CE or DE because they're all on that same line. Okay. Yes. What did you want to say? Oh, okay. Help me reg. Oh, like that. Yes. Sorry. Is that the F that you were talking about? No. If I had a F like that, it would mean that these two would have to be parallel, and it's not. Why not? Tomorrow, kom my nou weer. Okay. Did you guys now get that part?